We have reached the part of the podcast going to be talking some NASCAR, and who better than come on than the man, the myth, the legend, Brandon, aka Boston Boy 83, wearing black today because the Celtics lost the 76ers yesterday. How you doing, my man?
Bruins kept it alive, so I'm good, buddy. I'm good.
Bruins kept the dream alive. What's that series at, dude? Like, I was like,
they were down. Boston was down 3-1, made it 3-2, and now go back to Boston for Game 6. So,
okay, all right,
yeah, stay alive.
Doable. And the Celtics, oof. All right,
they're good.
All right,
Tatum's gonna drop 50 tomorrow night in the end of the series.
Oh, hopefully. Last week, great week for the pod. Brandon gave out Hocevar 20-1. I gave out Hocevar 25-1. Was able to get it. Tight situation for me as I was sitting on Hocevar 25 to run and Stenhouse 45-1 in the mix. Talladega, plate racing, great racing. What were your thoughts on Dega, my friend?
That the big one was the big one times 2. Basically watching the whole field get wrecked out. Like usually there's 12, 15, something like that. It knocked out at least 23 drivers and made it real interesting, especially for us with the picks that we had. Almost all of them, except maybe like 2, made it out of that big wreck. So to your point, it was fun with the last 3 laps having 3 or 4 dogs in the fight.
Always fun. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can make it back-to-back weeks. First bet, my friend.
Chase Elliott 14-1. I've talked about this before. Anytime I can grab him over 10-1 odds, I'm getting him. He won this race April 14th of 2024. I finished 16th last year, but I do like Chase Elliott. He finished 4th at Dega. He got a win the other week. A lot of positive momentum for him. He seems to be the one that's really keeping it up for Hendricks, and I just see him carrying that momentum into Texas. 14-1, Dawsonville.
My next one going to your BFF, Joey Logano, 27-1. Now this is a classic case where the current form doesn't exactly jump off the page, but track history absolutely does. Logano won the race here last May. When you zoom out, his career at Texas is really strong. We're talking over 30 starts, multiple wins, double-digit top 5s, consistently solid finishes that have actually improved in recent years. If you look at the last 10 races here, really tells the story. 2 wins, 5 top 5s, and 7 top 10s. Averaging around a top 10 finish in that stretch. What even stands out more is the way he gets it done here in 25, starting 27th, and ended up winning the race. On top of that, Team Penske as a whole has done excellent at Texas. This is a track that rewards experience, understanding the groove, and long run adjustments. And Logano checks every one of those boxes. Now, 26 hasn't been great. He's sitting mid-pack in points, no wins yet, but it's been inconsistent. That's exactly why we're getting plus 2,700. This is the track history bet, plain and simple. Upside is just here. Too good of a number to pass up. Next bet, my friend.
I'm kind of going with the same types of statistics. Give me Brad K, 30-1. He led 54 laps and then finished 2nd at Darlington a few weeks ago. Then he backed it up with a 6th-place finish at Kansas. Take Talladega out of it. The car is fast. The driver's hungry. And the team is 1 tire stop or restart from a win over the last 2 months. His Texas history is where I'm going here. His Gen 7 average finish at this track is 11.2 with 3 top 10 finishes, including a runner-up in 2024 from starting 22nd on the grid. So I'm grabbing Brad K. You see him at 30-1 odds, and the track history stands behind it.
My bet, I am going to next. I was on him last week. Disappointed, but I'm going to go back to the well. Give me Willie Byron here, 12-1. Feels a little safer, still has value. Byron has already won here. The 23 race, they gave Henry Motors their 30th Cup victory. Statistically been one of the best at Texas among active drivers. He's got one of the top average finishes at this track. And when you look at his recent results, it's steady mix of top 10s, podium level runs. He's consistently competitive here, even when not starting up front. The track really suits his driving style. He's smooth, control, efficient, and Hendrick Motorsports has a statistically dominated Texas that leads to wins, top 5s, laps led, and when that car is dialed in, they run up front. Simple as that. 2026 has been a mixed bag. Strong finishes, has had some bad luck, some DNFs, no wins yet, which is why we're getting a great number at 12-1. But again, this is another spot where the track history and team strength can outweigh recent form. If Hendricks brings the speed, he's going to be there. I think Byron's got a real shot. Next bet, my friend.
Watermelon Man himself, 35-1 odds. Solid odds for him. The Melon Man has finished second at Texas twice in the Gen 7 era. The first runner-up came in 2023 from 5th on the grid. The second came last spring where he started 31st on the grid. The kind of starting point most contenders never recover from. So if you're starting 30-something and finishing in the top 5, I love it. And his 2026 has been quiet. Kansas was 26, Vegas was 17, and the noise around Trackhouse is louder right now than ever. Doesn't seem to be getting any performance right now. Zilich is not leading up to what we thought he'd be in a Cup car after dominating the Xfinity Series. So you got a guy that's hungry. He's performed well at the track, 35-1 odds. He's going to get to the point that we get every year where he just does not give a shit of who's in his way, and he'll find a way to win a race, and I think Texas is going to be it. And a 35-1 is a big payday for people that grab him this Sunday.
100%. She's too good to pass up. Next one, I am going Kyle Busch here. Top 10. Got this one an insane plus 320. This is another veteran, track history type of play. Busch has been elite at Texas over his career. 4 wins, tons of laps led, and a long stretch where he absolutely dominates this track, especially during the Joe Gibbs racing years. Even recently, despite some inconsistently, you can see flashes, top 10 finishes, competitive runs. It's not gone. Now, the concern is obvious. The move to RCR hasn't been smooth. The 26 season has been rough. Finishes in the 20s, some crashes, just no momentum. But Texas has historically been one of those tracks where the veterans can show up, outperform their current form, and it's a rhythm track. It rewarms experience, and Busch knows how to get it done here. Plus 320 top 10. We're not asking him to win, just asking him to be competitive. And given his history here, I think that's very doable, even if the car shows even a little bit of speed.
You're asking him just to show up. I'm telling you he's going to win. Rowdy was running third in the closing laps in Texas in 2025 before being spun in turn 4 and just ruining his day. RCR moved Jim off the number 8 pit box this week and gave Andy Street the headset for the rest of the season. Street ran the team for the final 5 races in 2025. Busch finished 5th at Phoenix in the season finale with him calling the race. Texas is starting one of those reunions. New voice on the box, old chemistry, and a track that Busch has finished on the lead lap 3 years running. He is due for one. I have never thought in the whole history that I've ever watched NASCAR that we would see Rowdy at 70-1 odds. If he wins this race, he's right back with your Byron, your Elliott, your Larson, your Hamlin, 8-1, 10-1, 7-1, 12-1 odds for the rest of the season. You got a new guy in your ear with that old chemistry. Last time they ran together, they got a 5th place finish. I'm going Rowdy Busch to win at 70-1 and cashing in on Sunday.
I like it. Obviously, if that hits, my bet will hit. My last bet, I'm going to your boy. Chase Elliott, 14-1, probably the most balanced play on the board when you factor in history and current form. Won the race in dramatic fashion. Overall numbers at Texas, very solid. Strong average finish, multiple top 10s, ability to move through the field even when he doesn't qualify well. That's a big deal because, as we mentioned, Texas can get chaotic. Strategy, cautions, restarts, it all comes into play, and Elliott's one of the best at managing all those situations. Now, unlike some other guys we talked about, Elliott is actually in good form right now. He's sitting near the top of the point standings, already has a win this season. He's been extremely consistent, no DNFs, and multiple top 10 production. Pair that with Hendrick Motorsports dominance that we've already talked about this track. You've got a driver who checks every boxes, track history, team strength, current momentum at 14-1. Huge, not a huge long shot, but that's still a price that offers a lot of value, especially if you believe the car can repeat and at least contend late, my friend. So there you have it. Hopefully we can hit another winner, hit a plus juicy. Brandon got him at 20-1. I got him at 25-1. Hopefully we keep the momentum going. I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day to come on and talk a little shop. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media and the next time you're going to be going live on Whatnot, my friend?
Boston Boy 83, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Whatnot, Rival Roots, hopefully going live in the next couple days. It's been a week since our last show. Got some new arrivals that have come in. Got some rookie cards, some Caitlin Clark's got a lot going on. So yeah.
Ooh.
Caitlin Clark in the Masters golf outfit
I thought you were
with
gonna
the
say
putter in hand.
I thought you were gonna say Caitlin Clark and something else, but we
No,
were talking about
don't have any Sophia Cunningham, so we're out of that one.
Give that man a follow. Best of luck in your bets, and we'll talk soon, brother.
Thanks, guys.